Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and it is day 3 of the hashtag Mixed Media March 25, hosted by Ceri Griffiths, aka Ceri the Crafter. I have just some scraps that were on my desk, and I'm just going to use those to just make a really quick collage. And I like, this will be a nice back. It's a little bit thicker paper, so this will be my backing. So I'm just going to collage right on here. It'll already have a nice backing. I've got just papers here. Some of these, like this plaid right here, is I'm working on a 5K giveaway digital for my shop. Is what I'm working on. It's taking me forever, but eventually I will have it for you guys. And here's a sample, a little tiny piece of what's in the kit. So I'll try to get it done soon. The problem is, once I get up to Massachusetts, I won't be able to easily print them out to test them. So I'm trying to get at least the background pages. At least the background pages will be part of the freebie. I feel like 3 kits going on in my head and in my computer at least, possibly more. So I'm thinking of doing like all the backgrounds as the giveaway, and then different kits that are like similar will be like similar backgrounds but different pictures will be the kits that are in my shop to pay for, that you can purchase. That way, you know, you can pick and choose if you like the elves or the flowers or the animals or whatever else I come up with. I think I have at least those 3 plus gristmills. Or maybe the gristmills will be in the freebie, because I love gristmills. So there's that. And if you're wondering how I got this pattern on the piece of paper here, that was a iron trivet that I just kind of put on there. I don't think I baked it in there. I think I just kind of, I use my back porch to dry papers when I am, that's not quite the right blue, but it's not, oh, it's sort of similar to that. Not the wrong blue either. I don't know that that's what I want though. Let's see. That is kind of bright, but that's okay. This one has more of the colors. This one is in my shop at somewhere. I don't know which. I think it's part of the Botanical Grunge. And it does, let's see, it's somewhere in these, see, I can see the circles. That means that there was an overlay of a gel print used on that piece. Basically that's what that means. So some of my digitals, you can't tell right away that they have gel plate prints in them. But, you know, they do. They almost always do. Not always. This one I know does, because if it has bubble wrap, that's how I did the bubble wrap on the gel plate. And I use a lot of brayer offs as bases and whatnot. Just going to overlap that a little bit. And I could make it all dark, or I think I probably want to kind of alternate some dark and light. Like this will help break up the darkness when it comes time to it. Ooh, I like this one. This one is a brayer off. It's on both sides though. See, that really... Alright, that's hard when you don't know for sure which side you want. I like... That's a brayer off, and that's the actual painty piece, which is really cool. So I'm gonna... I know, could use a little bit of both. I think in the other one that the other piece that I collaged, it was, I used this side. I do know that. I didn't ink it, that's okay. It'll get covered. It's the top pieces you want to ink if you want to ink anything. Just gonna, that's obviously not straight. You can't tell from the other side, so I don't know why I'm bothering, but there you go. And let's see, what else? We've got this little grungy piece, which is a lot lighter. These are probably going to be cut in half. But that could be cool on there. And so I don't know, you know, which hat. I could cut it this way. I could cut it that way. I haven't even decided. Could get cut into 3 pieces. I have not decided yet. What I'm doing right now is trying to figure out where my, oh, there was one under the paper. It was cold. It was hiding under the paper. Always with the cold things I'm looking for that are hiding under the paper. Yep, that one's got the edge. Alright, so I want the right, oh yeah, I want the, I don't know what I want. Yep, that's how I want it, I guess. I don't need quite that much though. I can take off a little bit. Just take off a little bit. It's right here. And glue that one on. So when you're doing collage, at least when I do, sometimes I pay attention, sometimes I just don't care. I just put down whatever. But the rule of, for mixing patterns for me, my rule of thumb, which I think I learned from like Mondo on Project Runway, and he does even like more eclectic combinations, because he'll combine like colors and patterns and just bold and brash, and I love it. If you don't know who Mondo Guerra, I think is his last name. It's close to it. He just makes his patterns like a boss. Some people might not like it, but I always thought it was fantastic. Always looked really cool. So anyway, so like I would make sure that I have like different size patterns. Like this has like small flowers, and this is a plaid, and this pattern is like more, it's different than this pattern. I would be okay putting this on here. In fact, I definitely know there's gel plate on this one for sure. Oops, this is from, oh, I have like 2 sets in my Ko-fi shop that are like colored, like they're just a bunch of backgrounds. And this is from the red orange set or whatever, yeah. And then sometimes you might see it again in different color variations in other kits, because I just really like the background. So, you know, there's that. And I just got old book pages, you know, that I used, whatever I used the book for. I've got extra glue book pages, and I use those to glue on so I don't get glue all over my desk and whatnot is the goal. And I'm overlapping a little bit. Some people like to overlap, some people don't. There's no rules about that for sure. How do I feel about that? Alright, and if it feels dark and you want to lighten it up, you could just bring in some book page, or like this has the numbers on it. I don't like that blue though. But you don't have to. You could bring in whatever. This is just music paper that was, I think that'll work, because there's like a little bit of pink right there in the middle of that. So I could even use this as like one giant piece, but that's alright. Alright, let's just go ahead and, so this has got like inks and oxides and whatnot on it. This particular piece. See if I can get that a little straighter. That's nice. I mean, it's going to cut off whatever's on the edge anyway. And ink in the top pieces. And I usually start with like larger pieces. It's just easier to cover when you do that. Did I talk about the patterns totally? No, I don't think I did. I think I stopped. Anyway, big, small, medium patterns. Like if you do a pattern that's like all the same size, it's going to look busy. So like if you do, so like, and like using a plaid with a floral is a great combination. Most people would not combine plaids on one piece. I would, because I'm me. And we have this larger pattern, because if you think of this as one part of the pattern, that's a larger pattern. And then this one is about almost quarter size of this. So that's definitely a smaller pattern there. And if I were to add something else, I'd probably make it like a really small pattern, like polka dots or something like that. So we've got this covered. That was the goal for our piece for today. Maybe I'll make 2 pieces. I was looking in my focal points box. I've got a box full of focal points. I don't know why I'm setting that on that sticky thing. And there were like these 2 dogs, but they're kind of small for this. So let's find a focal point first. I was thinking of them. They'd be really cute. And I could do them on one tag, or I could cut them apart and do them on 2 separate tags. So let me cut them out. When it comes to focal points, you want to use what you like. I prefer, or I seem to like illustrated images or watercolor images more so when I'm doing stuff. And so the Reader's Digest people have illustrated books. This is from a Reader's Digest illustrated book of dogs, and there were like a whole bunch of dogs in there, like more dogs than I'll ever use. Some of them I used as pages in books, and some of them I would cut out the pieces and use them. So if you don't have a printer and you're looking for things, when you go to the thrift store, go look and see if there's anything from Reader's Digest over there. They've got Northern American Birds, which is one of my favorites to use as well. And then also when I'm cutting like this fur, I'm not perfectly cutting the fur. I'm just kind of like moving the paper a little bit just to get that, you know, feel of fur. So I'm cutting off a little bit of the fur when I do that, but that's okay. It's still going to look like a husky when I'm done. Gosh, I hope it is anyway. And then you got to be careful because if there's white on white, it's kind of hard to see where the ear is and where the background is. So we've got these two adorable dogs, and my trash is way across the room for some reason I don't understand. And sometimes I like to put giant flowers with smaller things because why not? So I've got like this would really brighten up this one, or I could put it over here. It just kind of brightens it up. And I'm not afraid to just layer it with some small, you know, animals. They don't have to. And I think he wants to go that way, or do you want to go this way? No, he wants to go, maybe they both want to go this way. Let's see, that's a purple one. Maybe this is a, I was thinking about doing just like a bunch of flowers on here, but like here's an example of one of the birds from the Reader's Digest Illustrated Birds book. I found them at least 3 different times at the thrift store. I think you could probably find them online too, but thrift store's fun. And then clocks are fun as layering pieces as well. Like if you have like a card that's big and a picture that's not as big, you can just use those pieces in the background and layering to make it bigger and more fun. This is just not even the right color, but no, not that one. Let's find another flower. I think I have other ones from that same set, but like this one, I think I have other ones similar where we could do a mushroom. Or let's see, you probably want to see my focal points box, don't you? I have a lot of focal points. I will often, like I could even use one of these. These are in my shop. And use that as a background. I think I got a couple of those. Maybe we'll do those. This is a smaller one. Maybe I like that one better. The dogs will be coming eventually. Let's see. Some of these are members only, but I may move them over to, you know, having the option at some point. Okay, I kind of see, and that's got all the layering for you. It's got like a label, and so I might tear up and then fussy cut around here. And the leaf. When I have little points, I usually go, I don't like it when they point, so I usually cut it straight across at some point so it's not quite as pointy. But that's just me. You do you. And I don't worry about cutting it perfectly. Let's see. I want to go to right about there and then rip that. And then, well, I guess the check would be fairly straight, wouldn't it? So I'll just cut the rest of that out. So yeah, I know some of you that watch are doing the challenge, and some are just watching, or some might just be watching me. I don't know. This one you don't just watch me, because Ceri does it. And I know how much you guys love Ceri the Crafter. He's a lot of the reason, he's why a lot of you are even here, because he's just such a good friend. I appreciate him so much. So yeah. So this is, if you get, I like to make easy fussy cuts because I know that there's a lot of people out there that just don't like to fussy cut. And these give you the option to fussy cut a little bit of it or a lot of it. Really needs to go on that side, doesn't it? Let's try you over here. And yeah, that's kind of cute. I mean, and then if you you know, you could just use your ruler and do just right around the outside of that too. Should we do this blue and yellow one? Oh no, the yellow one needs to be over here, actually. Not needs to be, but let's see. I think I'll go this way this time. Be right back. Alright, I decided, I think I'm going to use this one. I just kind of like how, I don't know. I've got one that's cut and one that's not. I think that will work. I think that will work nicely. In different glue pages than I had a second ago, because apparently I couldn't remember that there was some right here underneath all my stuff. Now when I'm gluing this down, I could glue it like this. Actually, I was going to glue it over to the right a little bit more, but I think I'm going to glue it there. And this one, I'm going to kind of come up, so this is going to get cut right in the middle here, and then I'll probably cut off the ends. I don't need to keep all the ends and everything. So this is a way also, if you have different size focal points, you can always figure out your focal points first and then cut your pieces out. That's an option. That's always an option. And so yeah, that's what I did with this one. And if you, like I said, if you don't have a printer, you can use books. So I'm kind of putting his feet so that, I don't know, we could have it actually go over a little bit. There we go. I'm just kind of lining up one of his feet with the bottom of the tag there. I don't know that that's really important one way or the other. I used to have printed digitals in my shop because I have digitals as well. But my printer is giving me issues. So, let's see. I kind of don't want to cover up that though. Now his feet are going a little bit below. Or her. I don't know. Unless the flower is showing. But that's okay. And I'm going to grab my cutter. Because I'd like it to be straight. But, you know, if it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I'm just going to cut near to the edge of this one. Because I don't need a lot on the other side of that. And then this one, I'm also going to... It's somewhat straight. It does not look very straight though, does it? And then turn it over and give myself a little bit, about the same amount of space on the other side of that tag, but maybe a little bit more. You can always cut off more, so it's going to end up being about 3 inches wide, which is nice. And there we go. Rectangle. Tomorrow's video does not have any rectangles. I'm sorry, Ceri. I felt very rebellious. Not doing any, this one ended up being like 3 and almost 3.5. Yeah, I've already made tomorrow's video for Mardi Gras. And there's no rectangles. I might have to redo day 4. I don't know. But if they go on a page, they'll be on a triangle. So I'm hoping Ceri will be forgiving of that. So let's see. These are for number 3. Even though I have 2 puppies, huh? Let's see. Oh, there's a 3 there. So that one has, and there's a 3 there. So they each have a 3 on them. But I will sign the backs and also date them on the back, because that is one of the rules for the open collaboration is you need to number them and you need to sign them. Also, look how good that looks. Like that's definitely gonna have to go. Sometimes it's the focal point, and then I do, maybe that'll be another video this next week. We'll see. Right now my phone, I'm surprised it hasn't died yet because it's plugged in, but it was not charging very well. I'm supposed to be signing this. Pay attention, lady. So signing it with my name spelled right would be nice. 20, 25, and this is for 3, 25. I'm signing both of them. They go together. They're twins. 3, So yeah, let me do bonus too today, since tomorrow there's no rectangles. They started out as rectangles. So there we go. Just a little bit of a book page image and also digital image and collage pieces. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a delightful day. You can check out Ceri's video, which will be linked below, for all the rules for this open collaboration. I hope you have a delightful day. Love you guys.